Okay, deck tech. So for the new take after the last league. So I did like the manland aspect of Mishra's Factory, but I just couldn't help but feel that, if you think about it conceptually, Mishra's Factory, either you see it early or you see it later. Like either you have enough lands where you can play it later, or you don't and you have to play it early. If you have to play it early, Waterlogged Grove is better because at least you can use it to play like lords and stuff. Whereas Mishra's Factory, like, sure, you can attack with it and stuff, but it's kind of underpowered just as a doing its manland thing. And if you see it later, like turn 3, 4, 5, etc., like, sure, you can take some damage off of Waterlogged Grove, but a lot of time in those turns, you're holding up counter magic, you're holding up Trickster, Brazen Borrower, like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of times you're holding up interaction, repeal, like, this deck is very interactive, and in the later turns, you're oftentimes holding up mana, not necessarily using all your mana every turn. Trying to react, trying to trying to wait for the right opportunity. And I just feel like Waterlogged Grove, well, it might be a little bit worse later in the game. Sometimes it can be better too, because sometimes it also allows you to have 4 mana, more consistently, where you can pay 2 to play like Master of the Pearl Trident and hold up 2 mana for counter magic. I do think, but I did like the idea of having 8 relatively cheap manlands, because yes, Hall of the Storm Giants is technically a manland, but I consider this more of like a super late game type card. But yeah, Faerie Conclave is back in the mix. It's been missed, but I do like it back. I do like it back in the mix very much. Yeah, I do very much like it back in the mix. So yeah, so because the reality is like I just found that most of the time I was playing those Lonely Sandbars in play tapped anyway. So if we're gonna play Lonely Sandbars, tapped, why not just play like an actual manland that we can like activate and make a land later? Because a lot of times you just need that mana early. So I think Faerie Conclave definitely is. I think overall pretty compares very favorably to most other comes into play tapped options, because it only costs 2 to activate. It does have evasion. As far as like utility blue lands go, it doesn't get that much better than just it comes into play tapped land that produces blue that doesn't damage us. And I don't know. I mean, it's worked for me in the past. Let's make it work. Let's make it work for us again. Waterlogged Grove, I mean, this is back in the mix. Like I said, I think this kind of compares favorably to our pal Mishra's Factory. I think this compares favorably to Mishra's Factory. I think Faerie Conclave compares favorably to Lonely Sandbar. So let's see. Maybe these two can work very well together. Hall of the Storm Giants. Again, it's just mostly free. We'll see if we can ever actually activate the giant, but this does give us the option of where we can attack early on and maybe feed our manlands like Conclave and Mutavault into removal spells. If we do, we may never be able to activate Hall of the Storm Giants, but it still may be correct. But it also gives us the option to maybe conserve our manlands, maybe hold on to them, like try to go for 7 and then try to attack for 7 against like decks that play burn. That might be the more optimal use of our mana, where we might be able to overwhelm them with a very high toughness manland. So I guess we'll see. I will say one thing that was super impressive, and I'm definitely looking forward to try out more, is Ratchet Bomb in the sideboard. Ooh-wee, let me tell you. That was so impressive last league. I definitely won all 4. It was just such a MVP every single time we saw it. Yeah, I'm still on the same sideboard plan. Honestly, I cut Aether Vial a lot, but I just don't think I can go without Aether Vial. I mean, in the main deck at least, because sure, like, we don't necessarily need Aether Vial, but it enables us to deploy our Merfolk while also hitting with Conclave, hitting with Mutavault, cracking Waterlogged Grove earlier to dig deeper. Also, it enables us to, like, say, save a Master of the Pearl Trident from a removal spell in combat, then tap Aether Vial, like, still before blockers. So, like, it brings a lot to the table, no doubt about that. Yeah. But the cool thing about having 24 lands, particularly, these 24 lands that, kind of like are not necessarily cycle lands or anything, is that we kind of can afford to side out Aether Vial a decent amount, and we'll see if that comes up. But last league, it felt like I was doing that quite a bit. Anyway, let's see how this one goes, and looking forward to it. Hope you all like this. Smash that like button if you if you're interested at all, because I think we're going to be in for a wild ride. All right, let's see. Take care, everybody, and thanks again. And shout out either upcoming or maybe it already happened, but either way, take care, everybody. All right, match one. I mean, hand isn't perfect, but we will definitely keep. Alrighty. Let's see. Ooh, it's the Rhino deck. All right, I think we can take a few turns off. Ooh, sassy. We got a cryptic command in the mix. All right, well, let's see if this does the trick. All right, let's play this out. So we may not be able to counter a footfall as they do this turn, but maybe we can counter this one maybe. 2. Alrighty. Alright, well we at least have one Brazen Borrower for these Rhinos. And we've got Ratchet Bomb in the sideboard, which will hopefully help. Yeah, let's just do this here. Let's not get frisky. Obviously we'll take 4, but, you know. Alrighty. An Aether Vial on 2 will hopefully slow down the Rhino. Ooh, it's Murktide. Alrighty. At least now, yes. Okay, so I think we have. I don't know. This match might just be over. Let's see here. So we have to try to tap that down. So I got a feeling they've got like a hard cast. Alrighty. Okay, well, that's good at least. Alright, let's try to tap down Murktide. I guess I could try to double block, but I don't think I'm going to. But I will block that. I think that's for sure. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alrighty. Play this. But I think that's... Alright, well we got a lot of hate for the sideboard for this deck. Very gimmicky. Alright, I bet they're like, hee hee hee. I bet they think that this is going to be easy peasy for them, but 4 Chalice, 4 Ratchet Bomb, 3 Force Negation. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. Let's see here. I don't think we need Spreading Seas. They've got plenty of islands themselves. Do we need even Master of the Pearl Trident? Probably not. One Master seems good enough. Do we want to go to less than 12 Merfolk, though? Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? Yeah, Aether Vial still works well with Silvergill, so we'll play it. Plus, it helps us deploy creatures and hold out counter magic. Although, admittedly, the fewer creatures you play, the less. Yeah, you know what? Aether Vial is good, but probably Merfolk Trickster is better. Too late. Yeah, Merfolk Trickster I think was definitely better. Alright, well, mistaken sideboard or not, I think we're in pretty good shape here. Okay. Excuse the, let's see here. I will play Chalice when I have some backup. Or I could even play it on turn, I could even play it on turn 3. That could mess them up. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll definitely try to deploy this, see how this one goes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, I'll deploy a Chalice on 0. See how this one goes. I think I will try to counter that. Alright, well, that was, that was actually objectively kind of easy peasy, but will it be as easy peasy in game 3? I kind of feel like it might be, but we'll have to try to find out. Ready. So we kind of showed them our hand, so to speak, as far as everything we got. Yeah, I'm just going to play Merfolk Trickster, because, like, honestly, what's the point of Aether Vial when you have, yeah. What's the point of Aether Vial if you have so few creatures? Then again, the more creatures you have, the more Aether Vials you want, so it's kind of a catch-22. Alright, I think this is fine by me. We'll keep. This kind of makes me want Aether Vial, but I think we're fine. Alright, Rhinos. Rhinos on my shoulder makes me happy. Alrighty. We want to wait till turn 2 because we don't want this to get hit by Foundation Breaker. Ready. Oh. Yeah, we'll play this out here. Unfortunately, we're a little short on blue mana, but maybe it's okay. Alrighty. They might Brazen Borrower it, but we do have... Okay, it's not too bad. Still might Foundation Breaker, but... Or they might just play Bone Crusher Giant, okay. Could play this on 1, but they don't have anything other than Dead Gone to play at 1. Could return this to hand with Brazen Borrower, but that just seems kind of meh. Alrighty. Alrighty. I guess if I got nothing better to do, might as well return it. Yeah. I'm going to return it, as strange as that might seem. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll just replay it. Alrighty. Let's tap it down with Trickster. Hopefully Crashing Footfalls gets countered. Do we counterspell that? Yeah, I guess we try, right? Let's see. Good. Okay. They might be able to respond though with like a. All right, no, I think we got it. Okay, good. Good. Okay. I'm thinking about just brazen borrowing this thing again. Doesn't seem ideal, but at the same time, just taking 4 smack to the face also doesn't seem incredibly ideal. Alright. Alrighty. Hopefully another blue source. Well, it is a blue source, but it's a tapped one. Alrighty. 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 If they play Foundation Breaker, then it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. Alrighty. I wonder if Solitude is in my future. I wonder if I also should not attack with the Mutavault. It's possible. I guess we'll have to see. Alrighty. Fire Ice. I guess that's fine. Surprised I didn't do that before the attack. Alrighty, that's fine. Alright, what is this? Ooh, yeah, I think that's got to be Counterspell. Yeah, I should have held up to play Brazen Borrower and alright. I guess I should probably crack Waterlog and play Brazen Borrower, but definitely last turn I was held back from not putting a Brazen Borrower in play. But I think I might still be winning this race. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might be. I'm going to hold up 2 mana just in case. Alrighty. Well, if they have Fire Ice and they have Fire Ice, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I guess I'll just play this out like this. Alright, well maybe Ratchet Bomb might get me back into this. Let's see. I need a Ratchet Bomb. Oh, that might not be half bad. That might not be half bad, but I don't know if it's going to cut it though. Can cut it. Well, first of all, let's play this. Alright. Let's I think we're going to need to draw a card. Yep, there we go. Alright. So I can attack and block. And we shall see if that is good enough. Alrighty. Alrighty. We'll pity theft this thing. Just so they hopefully can't fire ice us or something. Well, I guess if they fire ice, then I guess we're dead anyway. I guess stomp maybe is what we're worried about. I don't know. But then they can stomp this. No, but then we can attack with these, and so hopefully. I'm a little bit worried about Cryptic Command, not gonna lie. A single stomp, though, is not something that we are automatically going to lose to. They did not replay the... so I think that must mean they have Cryptic Command. I am guessing. If they have Stomp, they could have played both, but, you know, let's see. Okay. I don't see the point. I don't know. Alrighty, play this. So we'll try to play Faerie Conclave, and then play Brazen Borrower, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Take down the Rhino deck. Actually, that was surprisingly tough, despite all the hate. But hey, Ratchet Bomb coming in for the win. All right, match 2, Squirrel Party. Let's see. All right, we'll keep. We'll see how this one goes. I'll play out Basic Island. Alrighty. So probably Hammer Time. Alrighty. Alrighty, I guess we can tap them down, and then we have Bounce, hopefully. Maybe I should have, no, I don't think tapping out is the way to go. They have to wonder what we got. If they attack, I'm not blocking, and I think I'm going to force their move. Just going to see what they got. Probably looking up my, excuse the yawn, probably looking up the Merfolk lists I've played. Alright, sorry for the breathing noises, let's see. Just a little frustrating that they're taking so long to decide, because in reality it's very simple. They attack, and if they've... I don't know. I wouldn't expect me to be bluffing. If I were them, I'd just attack and just pass turn, but I don't know. No, I'm not blocking. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, I could Merfolk Trickster, which I think I will, since I... yeah. Alrighty, and I could play Svalon. Is there a reason not for me not to play Svalon? Maybe because it's not indestructible yet. I think that possibility makes a lot of sense to me. That was a mistake. Well, hopefully they can't attack with... okay. Alright, well... I guess we have to try to block both, because can't... Alrighty. Alright, well, with some bounce spells, we might be right back in this. Just need a couple bounce spells. Those aren't the bounce spells I need. Alright. Aren't the bounce spells I need. Alright, hopefully we can give these guys a dose of humility here. With I don't think I honestly need Aether Vial. We're gonna go down so far without creatures. No masters. Probably no tricksters. Tricksters can be good against the tokens though. Silvergill, Spreading Seas. Counterspell. Could play Force Negation. Force Negation really necessary? Probably not. Alrighty. Alright, yeah, we keep.
Okay, let's see here. Faerie Conclave. Not bad. I will probably play Ratchet Bomb on turn 2. Just seems like the thing to do. The thing the kids are doing these days. Please, no. Urza-Thopter. Oh, dang it. Well, we can wait on putting this to 1. Okay. Yeah, I guess we don't need to put it to 1 just yet. I'll put the Svalin out here. I mean, they can't attack me next turn unless I'm missing something. Alrighty. I can't attack with Inkmoth Nexus this turn, thank goodness. Question is, now we definitely put this to 1. Alrighty. Alrighty. And I think we attack. Alrighty. Alright, I'll just play that, and I guess we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's see. They put some tokens out, or what they do. Alrighty. Maybe I should have left this on 0 now that I think about it. I had plenty of bounce. Yeah, it's going to kill this thing now. Just in case they get Pithing Needle. But yeah, I should have just left that on 0, because that would have put them in the awkward spot of whether to get something or not. But then they still have a Sigarda's Aid in play, on the other hand. Alrighty. I could counter that, but I don't think that's necessary. Not yet, at least. Could try to block with Mutavault, but just pity theft this. Alright, let's pity theft that too. Draw a card. pretty good stuff, if I say so myself. Do we hold up Petty Theft? We definitely want to hold up Counterspell and play Brazen Borrower, I think. Drawing a card every turn is pretty strong. So let's see. Again, excuse me for the random breathing noises. A little tense. It's a little tense. Question is, do I and okay, I really got to learn to control that. The question is, at end of turn, do I also crack the Waterlogged Grove? I think the answer is no. Not yet, at least. We could definitely use the extra mana. All right, well, let's try this. Alrighty. Well, we can repeal this, and that might be kind of what we want to do, but honestly, I don't even think we need to. Although we may, actually, because they may want to. Yeah, we'll repeal, because if they animate the Ink Moth, it can make things a little bit complicated. Alrighty. Yeah, that is the question. Do they want to... I may want to play out a land, because the problem is I can't Petty Theft the Ink Moth, so I may need to play out Brazen Borrower to take a chump block. That is very much a possibility of what I may need to do. Then they need Double Hammer and yeah. They need Double Hammer and they need a Soul Spear. What's it called? Shadow Spear. Yeah, they need. Yeah, but the problem is like they could have like Triple Hammer or double. If they have Double Hammer or Triple Hammer rather, I guess, then I just lose. Do they have enough mana though? They need some 0-drop creatures, or they are kind of. Well, they just give up. Even I guess. Well, I guess because I got the Brazen Borrower just sitting right there. All right. Well, let's see. Okay, still got game 3, but needless to say, I feel pretty confident about this. The only thing about Chalice, though, is that Chalice on 0 is significantly worse on the draw. But Chalice on 1 just has the potential to completely lock up the game. It seems foolish not to have that in the toolkit. All right. Mulligan to 5, we love to see it. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think with lots of bounce spells, with Spreading Seas for Urza Saga, if we don't have a fairly favorable matchup, then I don't know what deck would have a fairly favorable matchup. I'm going to play Hall of the Storm Giants. I know that means I can't, but I just don't want to tap out. Like, what if they have a Sigarda's Aid into Hammer? Well, I guess that seems unlikely, but yeah, you know what? I should have played. Faerie Conclave. Oh well. Yeah, should have played Faerie Conclave. Or maybe I do just return this. Yeah, I will. I know it's not like the most spectacular, razzling, dazzling use. Right, but yeah. Hopefully that mana screws them. That's obviously not the most scary thing in the world. And I guess I just drop Svalun, because I mean, like, I was still a little worried about Sigarda's Aid into Hammer, but if I draw more cards, maybe I can make sure I won't get hit by. Maybe I should have waited a little bit. I still got a lot of. Well, you know, we might be able to make this. Well, I don't know, but trample though is a little bit of a problem. Let's see here. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to have to do it. Now, if they drop like a welding jar, I got to just immediately pop the ratchet bomb. Otherwise, we're in way more trouble than we need to be. Oh man, what would we do without the ratchet here? Alrighty. Alright, let's see. Yes. But they can pay 2 to play it, but it might not. Actually, maybe we can take them off of white. That is a dastardly plan, but yeah, but then it gives pay 1 colorless. So let's do this. Maybe make indestructible. Let's attack. Oh yeah, that is good. Yeah, because then they have to play it, but then they can't both tap it and attack, so boom. I really hope that somehow I don't get juked from this. I really hope. So I think I will return this to their hand, maybe? Yeah, because then that'll get this out of their hand. I like it. I like it. Bam. Draw a card. Insane card advantage from Svalin here. Alright, so they can block. Alrighty. Yeah, so then I guess I return Stoneforge to their hand. That is fine. I might... No, I can't block with the Mutavault because then I can't use this Summoning Sickness. Alright, that's fine. I'll just return this to hand. Or better yet, what if I 1, 2, 1? Yeah, I can double block. I think 1, 2, 1, and then I can use at least Faerie Conclave. Yeah, I like it. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Alright, so we can't use the Mutavault mana, but we can at least and we will petty theft the Colossi Hammer. And they concede. All right, revenge against Hammer Time, which I do think is quite a good matchup, especially with Ratchet Bomb. Nice. Alrighty, match 3. Do we keep? I am not so sure we do. No Aether Vial and relatively low land count. With 24 lands, well, there's just still no guarantee other than just being able to complain. Oh, okay. Now this is more like what I'm talking about. Man, the question is I don't know what I'm up against. So I don't know whether or not I need to have backup Svalins. So, we'll just hedge a little bit by, okay, well, yeah, well, definitely backup Svalin wouldn't have done anything here. Now, only question I have is whether or not I need to, I guess I should probably just not miss playing Spreading Seas on turn 2, since, man, what's going to suck, though, is if I, oh, well, that doesn't really do much of anything against me. Although I do wish I played Aether Vial, but, what can you do? Looks more like E-Tron. If I would have known it's E-Tron, I would have just played out the Aether Vial. Although, knowing them, they probably have Natural Tron. Or that. Probably that takes Phelan. Seems like the best card they could be taking. I could also Brazen Borrower the Chalice and then drop the Aether Vial, I suppose. But I kind of want to Brazen Borrower the Thought-Knot Seer. Alrighty. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. They did have Natural Tron. Alright, and they got a really fast start. Not a lot you can do against a combination of Natural Tron plus all this stuff, naturally. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to take a risk. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to double block. I'll probably have to hit the Smasher. Although, I don't know, I could hit the Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had a Aether Vial ticking up, but you know, we didn't know if we'd be able to curve out or not. Well, at least Ratchet Bombs should be able to be bounced ad nauseum. You know, Reality Smasher or Thought-Knot Seer. Let's get rid of Thought-Knot Seer. Hopefully they don't have Dismember. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, and this really is not that bad. Yeah, let's get rid of Karn. We can bounce Reality Smasher at least one turn. Maybe we should have blocked Reality Smasher, now I think about it. No, but this is actually good, because this means they can't actually... Alright, let's return this. Let's discard Aether Vial. This is slightly more mana intensive than Thought-Knot Seer. So they can't actually replay it this turn, but they can replay it next turn, and it has haste. So there you go. Oh, never mind. I forgot Eldrazi Temple. But I mean, you know, it's almost the same thing as playing it next turn. Oh, well, that's actually not half bad. I could return and attack for 10. You know what? Let's try to go for that. I mean, how else do I win other than right? I gotta try to make my move somehow. The play is obviously to play this as a blocker now, but I think that's kind of where I want to be. Oh, well, that's so, you know. Alrighty. Oh, they just give up. I'll take it. Wow, that did not look like we were going to win that one. We had to play very carefully. Maybe taxing their mana more against Eldra. Yeah, probably hitting Thought-Knot Seer was better, but anyway. So, excuse me again. Oh, frickin' these breathing noises. Old habits die hard. Let's maybe we have to find a new nervous twitch. Like maybe we tap. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there we go. We'll tap. So that's the thing. You got to replace one nervous twitch with another. You can't just say I won't do it. I won't do it. You have to be like, yeah.
The reality is, I guess repeal is the most cuttable for force negation. Ratchet Bomb just gets shut off by Karn, so yeah. One repeal. This could be our out to Chalice on 2. Otherwise, we can't really bounce Chalice on 2, but one repeal maybe. Not the worst. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay. Well, force negation could be kind of helpful here. Do we force negate a turn 1 map, though? I say yes. Okay. Well, guess we don't have to be put to the test on that. Yeah, we'll just play Faerie Conclave. We don't have another hall, so. Alrighty. Okay. You got it, pal. That didn't really do anything last game, but if they insist, which clearly they are. Alright, well, I'll counterspell a Thought Not Seer if that's what they're on. Hopefully they don't play a... Alright. Yeah, I mean, I could Spreading Seas, but number 1, it's not clear they got Natural Tron. Number 2, even if they do, okay, they don't. Even if they do, I can still counterspell. Probably the biggest thing they play. I'd rather not. Well, I guess let's force negate that. Because we don't always have good targets. So I like force negation. I guess we'll get in there. I mean, let's see here. Yeah, I'd kind of rather not. I could hold up force negation. I'd rather just... Do I really need to get... Yeah, let's just... let's just play Hall of the Storm Giants and let's pass. If they lose at exactly 2, we know what it was, but... I get my licks in, so to speak, and... Yeah. This just seems like the way to go. Yeah, I think we're going to force negation that. Glad I held up mana to force negate. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to wait to play Silvergill Adept and hold up counter magic. It's just that Spreading Seas is just so much better against like a utility land they play. I mean, on the other hand, yeah, it's just just Spreading Seas is just such a waste of a good card. What if they drop Blast Zone? I don't know. I'm conflicted. Yeah, I would definitely rather not. I could attack with Giant now, can I? Oh, cool, I got counter. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, would you look at that? I could actually attack with Giant, but I don't think I need to. Instead, I think I will just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Finally, I can play that out. Okay. Alright, and then I'll just play this. I could play Waterlogged Grove, but I'll need to lose life for no reason, probably. Yeah, once again, I just kind of rather not. Alright, maybe I do start attacking with Giant now. 7 or 4. I think, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Not bad. Alrighty.
You can kind of have them on the ropes in a way with the giant. Okay, well they gotta hit the Silvergill. Well, they're still on a 2-turn clock from the giant. And even if they play like a Thought-Knot Seer or a Reality Smasher now, they have to chump block the giant. So hey, the giant actually pulling weight probably this game. Yeah. They got a chump block though. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's force them chump blocks. I might as well crack the Grove. Alrighty. Well, we outground Eldrazi Tron. That felt, not gonna lie, that felt pretty good. And with Hall of the Storm Giants, that really came in handy. Okay, that was surprising. First time Giants like really shined. That was good. All right, match 4, 3-0. Let's see if we can maybe pull off the trophy. Ooh, and against Control, seems like not bad. Let's see if it's. I'm guessing it's Control. Let's see. Ooh, it's a different type of Control. Okay, that's a very different type of Control, but thankfully we got our Vial down, Aether Vial, and the rest of our deck is pretty much impervious to Chalice, so that is good. Excuse me again with the frickin' breathing noises. I will try to get those under control these days. I don't really think there's anything we're intrinsically we're going to need a Brazen Borrower, so I guess we'll just play this out. I mean, right? Alrighty. Alright, let's see. The cool thing is whatever they get with Urza Saga, I can bounce back to their hand with Brazen Borrower. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. I mean, I guess I'll let them have their little fun time. I'm gonna drop Svalin. I mean, at least look. So like, obviously, I can't like you know, prevent them from. And I guess I'll just put this out just in case it's Pithing Needle. Not sure what it's gonna be. At least now Svalin's indestructible. Yeah, it is Pithing Needle. I guess I should have gotten some extra damage, but I don't know. And I can return this. What's this now? Urza. Maybe I just want to hit the construct. Hey, they're spinning the wheel. That's not bad. Alrighty. I'll always know, always know. Alright, so I think attacking is probably a good idea here. I'll attack with Master 2, just why not, right? only problem here is how to stop the combo if they get it. Well, what we might at least be able to do is to prevent them from going infinite, so we're going to hold on to Brazen Borrower. So if we bounce Urza, at least, although they can almost certainly replay Urza. So I don't know, we'll see. We got something, we got some kind of interaction. Alright, so they can crack that, can't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If I bounce Urza, can they replay it though? Yeah, so sack the Inventor Fair, go for it. Then I have to try to hit Urza. I think that's your plan, my friend. They might be a little afraid of Counterspell, and who wouldn't be in this day and age, holding 2 blue mana untapped. It definitely makes you think, Counterspell. It definitely makes you think. Okay, let's tap. There's a little more like it with the nervous tick. Okay. Alrighty. Chromatic Star coming out. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, that's a doozy. Yeah, that's a doozy. Ouch. Okay. Ensnaring Bridge. The problem is if they get the combo. I guess I can bounce Urza at some point. Can I interrupt a combo at all? The problem is if this is a Ensnaring Bridge. That's the problem. Alright, good. We have a answer to that step. Oops. Petty Theft. Let's go boom. Maybe we shouldn't have allowed them to do Metallic Rebuke. That would suck. That would suck so bad. There was no reason. Okay. Well, yeah. So immediately I didn't realize the error of my ways. Let's see. Yeah, that was a little awkward. Okay. Blue-white Urza. Looks like U-white. UW Urza. And guess once again what's going to be a pretty powerful, potent role player here. Ratchet Bomb of all things. All these bounce spells seem prima excellente. Merfolk Trickster seems great against the construct token Urza makes. Is Aether Vial even really that necessary? So the Pearl Trident seemed pretty good in that matchup. Yeah, I just don't know. Just don't know if I need this. Yeah, I'm cutting Aether Vial. I've been cutting Aether Vial a lot lately. It's weird. It's really weird. But it just kind of makes sense somehow. Alrighty. Chalice in 1 officially does nothing against me now. Ooh, I should have maybe had Chalice in 0. Yeah, Chalice in 0 could have been pretty good. Okay, well maybe it is good that we took out Aether Vial, because this doesn't have a lot of good targets without Aether Vial. I mean, yeah, they can name Waterlogged Grove, they can name Faerie Conclave, but all, I mean, like, these all, like, also produce mana, so it's never, like, that bad. Oh, they named a card that's not in our deck anymore. Not bad. Yeah, let's just play Ratchet Bomb while they're tapped out. Yes, they can Pithing Needle, but if they had Sports Spyglass, they could name the correct card from the hand anyway, and we wouldn't counter it, so. Alrighty. Just try to be mana efficient. Yeah, it is what it is. I guess we should take up to 2. This is going to make them think that we have Aether Vial, because we're going to hit Sorcerer's Spyglass, but, you know. Alrighty. Yeah, I think we need to get our, you know, game going, so to speak. Sort of the Meek would be a little brutal, because all these little tokens are definitely not where we want to be. So much so, maybe we don't play Brazen Borrower. Yeah, maybe we don't play Brazen Borrower, actually. I get a feeling they've got the you know what. Alright. Alright, that's not bad. Academy Ruins. We can Spreading Seas that. So I think I'm going to try to Brazen Borrower. I guess I should probably try to Petty Theft that. I can Petty Theft that later. Let's use our full mana right now. Get Brazen. Actually, I messed up. I should have cracked Ratchet Bomb first, but anyway, it's okay. Oh, no, I should have cracked this. What am I thinking? Oh, actually, I can just Petty Theft it, actually, so maybe I'm okay. Yeah, I should be okay. And they had to waste a whir on a card that's not really going to be that useful once I Petty Theft it, so maybe, yeah, I think I'll be okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, let's just sacrifice this now. Alrighty. You know what, we'll trade with one of these. It is what it is. We'll do this. That's fine, we'll counter it. Alrighty, not bad. Yeah, definitely counter. No thank you. Thank you, no thank you. Alright, well, we got the petty theft, so I think we should be okay. Nice. Alright, so we can petty theft and play Brazen Borrower, although we may not want to do that because then if they were, then can't counter it. Let's just go boom. Yeah, there we go. Okay, again, excuse me. Tap, tap, tap. Gotta tap. Tap rather than breathing noises. Alrighty. And no, we will counter that for sure. Okay, okay, tap. No, counter that for sure. Thanks, no thanks. Alrighty. If we really need to, we can crack this looking for a counterspell. So what are they exactly going to portable hole? I guess spreading seas. Alright. Yeah, I mean, okay. It is what it is. Svaelun makes a lot of sense. Let's draw a card though. One, two, three. Yeah, let's just let's do it. Alrighty. Alright, and let's see. They're obviously going to Academy Ruins. Do they have the blue mana to do that, though? I guess. But we can... We need, like, double repeal, I guess. Okay. Well, we do have a lot of bounce spells, so let's see. Okie dokie. Chromatic Star. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, that's a pretty good one, because end of turn I can go. Actually, now that I think about it, Spellskite never could have redirected. Yeah, Spellskite never could have redirected repeal. We could have won a long time ago. Anyway, I didn't realize that until just now. Alright, that's fine. Yes. Alrighty. I guess I could end a turn, try to Petty Theft the Ensnaring Bridge, they'll redirect to Spellskite. Then I play Brazen Borrower, then I repeal on my turn. But why not just repeal? Let's see what they got. I don't think they can redirect a Spellskite. I hate Metallic Rebuke. I think they just drew it too. Alright, let's see. Man, we could have really so here's something we can do, maybe. No. Alrighty. We do have Counterspell, that's a good start. I say no. One, two, three, four. Yeah. Alrighty, I think that's good stuff. Could have won a long time ago. Just, punting for no reason. So, just good stuff. 4-0. Oh, do we get another trophy with Merfolk? That would be sweet. Let's see. Alright, match 5. Playing for the trophy. Can this hand pull it off? It's a little bit unclear, but it does have mana. It does have Spreading Seas. Burn. So on the one hand, we're placing a known quantity. On the other hand, this particular hand is not set up super well to deal with burn. Excuse me once again with the breathing sounds. Well, I tell you what, we definitely want to discard Waterlogged Grove, I tell you that much. We know that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Alright, let's now if they drop Eidolon, that's gonna be kind of a problem. Okay, good. Well, not really good because yeah, we still could lose to just burn spells, but at least maybe we can slow them down with Merfolk Trickster. Maybe Spreading Seas the advantage. I don't know. There are. So, yeah, since they didn't make a land drop, I'm going to try to actually hit this thing in combat. If they hit a land drop, we couldn't afford getting Searing Blazed, but since they're going to have to choose one or the other, either spend a bolt on Trickster or have a trade with the Goblin Guide, I think that's worthwhile for us. Yep, alright. But at least that's 3 damage that's not going to our face. Alrighty. So this is not ideal, but I think I have to put this out here. I also could have tried to bounce with Brazen Borrower, but that's just such a temporary measure, so to speak. We could maybe double Spreading Seas next turn. Alrighty. Riling Vortex. That's a little bit of a problem. So maybe we and again, tapping. Gotta tap instead of make the breathing noises. Okay. We can do this, we can do this. We'll try to take them entirely off of white mana. We get hit by Vortex again. Here's what I think. I think we need a clock. So we're going to play this, and then we're going to go for a Brazen Borrower on their Vortex and end a turn. Okay. So that's an odd attack. But I'm going to block, because I have to imagine that they can deal with the Mutavault. Okay, yeah, I just really want to prevent this round. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's an exercise in futility. But, maybe I should have attacked, but we'll see. Well, they're getting massively mana flooded at least. Well, let's get Brazen Borrower out here then, shall we? I think I got Aether Vial actually. Well, the plan is block with Mutavault if they give us the chance. But yeah, this is not good. We will block with Mutavault if we have the chance, okay? We're being a little frisky. We can work with frisky. We have Searing Blaze, okay. I don't think I can afford that. I have to try to get more counter magic, because eventually the Whirling Vortex will kill me. Always no yes. Bam. 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 Let's just play this out, shall we? I mean, I could try to play the Spreading Seas, but... Alright. That could be my downfall, because, oh, but, I don't know, it would have been the same thing anyway. If we can somehow fade one more turn, I might be able to pull this off, although it seems unlikely. Okay, that is fading another turn. It is. Make no mistake. It is fading another turn. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah, I gotta use this to draw a card. Nine. I'm going to try to ambush the Swift Spear. And I think we might be able to pull this off. The incredibly unlikely game 1 victory because they mana flooded, like really horribly mad. Block. Hopefully that's an ambush. That seems like an ambush to me. We still got Counterspell up, so I think we might be in pretty good shape. Alright, nobody needs to go shields down against let's see. Alrighty, and I guess moment of truth. Either they got it or they don't. And by got it, I mean Urza's Rage. So, does this actually... No, this will kill me, so let's just do this. Alrighty. Okay, match point. Alright, I'm surprised Burn is still seeing play. It just seems not the best position right now, but you know, hey, what do I know? Okay, so I think Brazen Borrowers, it's not bad, but it's also not like, it's not the best either. I think Spreading Seas is definitely the most cuttable card here for Chalice, definitely. Then I think Brazen Borrower is the most cuttable for Force Negation. Then the question is, do we want one more Brazen Borrower or one more Spreading Seas? And I think as a one of, I think the Brazen Borrower is just a little bit better. All right. It just helps win the game a little more efficiently. Well, it doesn't have Chalice, but it does have double Force Negation. The only way this gets punished hard is Eidolon, which could very well happen. Aether Vial is at least some measure good against Eidolon. What sucks is if I don't draw an untapped blue source, I won't be able to contest the Goblin Guide for another turn. Unfortunately, I do think I need to deploy this Aether Vial to have some type of way to get around Eidolon. Alrighty. For sure. Yes. There's our untapped blue source. So at least, like, if we lose this, at least we curved out as good as this hand could have allowed. Okay, that's good. No turn 2 Eidolon. Definitely puts us in a much better position. And I think I'll hold up Trickster. If they'd make a land drop, then I definitely want to just tap it. Yeah, we'll just take it. But if they do not make a land drop, we'll try to trade. Okay, they made a land drop. Alright, so what we have to do is we have to tap down the Swift Spear, present a blocker for the Goblin Guide, and then we can force negate Pitching's Felin for the Searing Blaze they probably have. And we might just have slowed them down enough. Big might. Alrighty. Force negation for sure. Yeah, that's nice. We even got a land out of the deal. That's good. I think we're going to go no yes. So it's always 2. And I think I'm going to play out Svalin. Yeah, pull out Svalin and we can pitch Silvergill if necessary. But we have an excellent blocker now for Swift Spear. I like. Alright, Eidolon is what it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't think attacking is the ticket to victory here. Okay. Ready. Not bad. I want to draw cards and I want to contest their life total, but the thing I'm worried about is I don't want to take unnecessary damage from Swift Spear. Yeah, let's not take unnecessary damage, shall we? I've got such a good blocker here. Why let it go to waste? Oh, actually, I just realized I've got the Minamo. I should have attacked. How could I forget? Yeah, I've got the Minamo. Well, I guess it still came in handy. Now we can repeal one if they attack. Yeah, in all seriousness, we probably just missed on an attack for no good reason, but, you know, it happens. Could attack with the Faerie Conclave as well, but I don't think we need to do that. We will just attack as such. And if they try to double block, yeah, okay. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to Chalice on 2. We've got an Aether Vial here, so I think we're in decent shape. Alright, I think I'm in pretty good shape here. I could try to bounce the Eidolon under Chalice, which is not bad. Or I can Brazen Borrow it. This might be slightly better. I can also attack. I'll just, yeah. Let's attack as such. Yeah, and now I can attack with Conclave and a fully juiced up Svelan on the next turn. Okay, well, alright, I think we just did it. We just, I mean, this was obviously, they got mana flooded, but oh, we got the trophy. We got the trophy. Man, trophy number 10. Boy, been a while. With Merfolk. Good old Merfolk. This list felt solid, actually. So this list felt really solid. Nice. Alright, well. Trophy time, trophy number 10. We finally did it with Merfolk. An oldie but goodie. Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to trophy with Merfolk. I mean, you know, I've got probably definitely a majority of my trophies with the Obosh red deck, but you know, Merfolk still got a soft place in my heart. So it's really nice when we can trophy with the old fishies. But there was definitely a lot to like here. Sure, the matchups were not all necessarily like the so-called top tier decks. I mean, the last three, ironically, the ones that were probably higher up on, you know, that were doing better in their leagues, Red, White, Burn. We haven't seen Burn a lot lately, but it was comforting to know that even despite the Waterlogged Groves, we still had a lot of game against Burn. The main deck counterspells, I think, helped a lot. The Chalice helped a lot. Yeah, and it is worth noting also, Burn is one of those matchups where it's not really about the lords, because they can kill your lords pretty easily. It's about like the Merfolk Tricksters, it's about like the Svelans, etc. So, you know, we didn't necessarily need Lord of Atlantis for that matchup. Urza, yeah, Urza, I mean, having access to like 8 bounce spells, 7 counter spells, counter magic spells in the sideboard, Ratchet Bomb to deal with like not just deal with like their creatures, but also deal with, you know, their artifacts, they're like a Thopter Foundry, they're ensnaring grids theoretically. Like, there's a lot to like. There is a lot to like about Ratchet Bomb in that matchup too. And of course, Tron. Tron isn't, I don't think, considered top tier right now, but it's always a deck that you have to respect because it's incredibly powerful and can get you. Well, we actually beat it 2-0 according to my records, unless I'm missing something. I think we did, because that was a very unlikely win game one. It felt like we lost that one, but actually we came back and won it. So I think we did take that one 2-0. But anyway, if my notes are incorrect, either way, a win's a win. Hammer Time. I don't know how Hammer Time keeps somehow sniping a win off of us in the 2 out of 3 matchups, but a lot of it I think has to do with game 1, not necessarily knowing that you probably need to keep a hand with some type of bouncer interaction or something, so sometimes they can just get us. But hey, if we know what we're up against, we've got a lot of interaction. The only deck that I think has more kind of hard interaction that's not like toughness based, so they can save it with a hammer, is probably the Blinkblade deck, and the Blinkblade deck definitely is like where you want to be against Hammer Time. But I think this deck, like if you play really tight, I think it's almost as good. But playing really tight is easier said than done. But we managed to pull it off. I think we did still make some misplays, but thankfully the power of all our bounce spells and counter magic and once again Ratchet Bomb pulled us through. And then there was the Rhinos deck. I mean, wow, what a way to start off the league. I think we almost lost one of those games there, but like Ratchet Bomb, I think, yeah, Ratchet Bomb saved the day, no doubt about it. Ratchet Bomb is definitely the MVP this game. It only basically didn't come in against. It came in 3 out of the 5 matchups. Didn't come in against Tron because Karn just shuts it off. It didn't come in against Urza. Well, it didn't come in against Burn. It did come in against Urza, and it did help out. So yeah, MVP for sure. I liked it. I think as far as Merfolk goes, this is probably where at least I want to be. I'm not sure how everybody else feels about this list. I don't know how everybody else feels about ditching Lord of Atlantis, but so far I just felt like I want more interaction. I still like having access to Island Walk, especially when we have Spreading Seas in the mix, primarily to deal with Urza-Saga now, but still just and boy, how much did that come up where like we really needed to deal with Urza-Saga? But in any case, yeah, somehow this is just what I landed on, and it seems to be doing the trick. Once I went up to 24 lands, it seemed to solve a lot of the problems I was having. So anyway, let's see. I guess if we could continue up, continue getting good results with Merfolk, and yeah. I think probably a majority of my fan base at this point is more interested in the Obosh Red content, and I still probably will devote a majority of my time to that. But I'm really hoping that y'all Obosh folk are coming over to seeing some of the appeal to Merfolk. And the thing to keep in mind is that it just so happens that right now I think Obosh Red is pretty well positioned, but there is a lot of matchups. Like for example, Ad Nauseam is like, I don't want to say a buy, but Ad Nauseam is like really not that problematic for Merfolk. I mean, with 8 bounce spells for the Phyrexian Unlife and the and like counter magic, Chalice of the Void for Angel's Grace, force it because it does counter Angel's Grace even though it has Split Second. Split Second only prevents interaction. It doesn't prevent like triggers. 7 counter magic out of the sideboard when you add Force of Negation. Like, yeah, actually against combo, not many. I mean, few decks kind of smash combo like Merfolk. So, yeah. Well, Obosh Red seems to be the king of smashing aggro decks, mid-range decks, and for the most part control decks. I think Merfolk is definitely the king of smashing combo decks, and I think Merfolk actually might even be slightly better against control a lot of times. They say typically like creature-based, sort of aggro control-ish type strategies that have creatures backed up with counter magic. They say historically those have been kind of tough matchups for true control, because control usually wants to force the opponent on an axis where they're like, well, in control, and when the opponent is fighting back with their own counter magic, that can sometimes, force them to play a game they don't really want to play. It's hard to explain other than just we've seen it play out. Like I think in a lot of control matchups, it's tricky though. Definitely we can misplay and definitely they can pull ahead. So anyway, bottom line is both Merfolk and Obosh Red seem to be pretty good against control, but historically Merfolk has, at least for me, always been a very consistent good performer against all variations of straightforward control type decks. Stoneblade decks are definitely a little bit, they're tougher, no doubt about it, but without Stoneforge Mystic, it's not too difficult in my experience. Stoneforge always adds an extra layer of difficulty though, for sure, but not impossible, and we also don't see that all the time. So anyway, hope you all like this, but I do think this performed really well. The mana was super smooth, and I like the interaction always felt on point. So I don't know what else to say. I hope you all liked it as much as I did. Yeah, take care, everybody, And yeah, definitely subscribe if you want to see more content like this, because I love. There's no sacred cows. I love just trying stuff. I mean, I'm trying Hammer Garden in red. I'm trying Hall of the Storm Giants in blue. I mean, I don't know. Like I just try whatever I think might have potential. I don't know. I, maybe most people have like a little inner voice, like, are you really playing this? I don't know. For some reason, like I just don't have that. It's just I don't know. Like we'll just see if there is some method to my madness, but so far it seems like there is. So anyway, take care everybody, and hope you all have a good one.